Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is Thursday, May 22nd. And if you've been invited to this call and this recording, that means that somebody cared about you. Tonight, I'll be your presenter. My name is Kayaetta Cooks. I'm a certified wellness coach with Akana, and Akana means in the hands of God. And for the next hour or less, I'll be sharing with you some very vital information that's so important, so transformational, and exciting that as you hear this information, if there is someone that crosses your mind that you feel needs to hear this information, I want you to do me a favor and grab a pen and some paper. And as you're taking notes, write their name down. Why? Because we want you to invite them back to a call like this, whether it's on Saturday, which is the next one at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If if it's on Sunday, then it's 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, here on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the rotation continues. If you're in Chicago, we would absolutely love for you to come on down to the headquarters, which is located at 411 East 35th Street in Chicago, Illinois. That is the historical, amazing Bronzeville, so that you can experience the Wellness Lounge. So, without further ado, I want to talk to you tonight about something that's very pressing and very serious. It is the health crises that we're ignoring. And when you think about health crises, there's four that Akana has identified. That's going to be heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a shortened life. And when you think about a heart disease and cancer, we're talking about the leading causes of death. In fact, heart disease is the number one cause of death in the U.S., and it's responsible for about one in every five deaths. And when you think about cancer, cancer follows closely, accounting for nearly 600,000 deaths annually. And when you think about what's contributing to that, we're talking about a lifestyle factor that has poor diet, smoking, and lack of exercise that's also contributing to that as well. When you're looking at diabetes, it's a growing epidemic. We're talking about over 37 million Americans have diabetes, and 96 million more have pre-diabetes, often undiagnosed. They don't even know it, right? And then when you think about a shortened life expectancy, we're talking about that could be U.S. life expectancy that has declined in recent years, dropping to around 76 years, one of the lowest amongst developed nations. And when I think about that, it's so sad because I don't know if you're in the know or not, but they have increased the retirement age with Social Security to 70, and they're claiming that is because the longer life expectancy. Now, if the average life expectancy in the US is 76, what do you think they're saying about you? Right? And how they would like for you to live your life when you retire. If you got to work till 70 and life expectancy is 76, there's a problem with that. So tonight we want to talk about highlighting some issues, some reasons why, and then we're going to provide you with some solutions that Akana has come up with. And when we're talking about the issues and the crises, one of the reasons we have to take a look at is our diet. See, the problem in the US, our CEO, Melissa Boston, has coined as chewicide. We are digging our graves with our fork. So when we're looking at the original diet, we see that the original diet was clean out of the earth, right? No pesticides, no high demand to meat, um, our high consumption of eating food. The vegetables were vibrant, naturally vibrant, no wax on it, right? It was nutrition for our body. But when we look at the new diet, right? It's fast food. It's foods that's all filled with saturated fats and trans fats, things that clogs our arteries up, even though it tastes good or it tastes better. This is slowly killing us, and we are digging our graves with our fork. In fact, when we think about heart disease as the number one killer, the most devastating part about it is most of the time it's a silent killer. See, in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. About 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. The damage is done, but the person is not even aware of it. You know who's the only person that's aware of it? The loved one that's standing next to them crying. In fact, my family is experiencing this right now with my sister, who is 45. 45 children, 5 boys, 5 beautiful boys. One is 7 and the other is 10. And we're facing a crisis that is a very real situation. And I'll get into that in just 1 second. An alarming number of our 14 and 19-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. We're talking about not the older generation, but our younger generation. 40% blocked arteries before they even reach 21. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a real serious problem to me. In fact, do you know the significance of age 45 for African Americans? Do you know that they are saying the significance of by the time that we are 45 in our community, we are 2 times more likely to die from heart disease? In fact, my very own sister that I just mentioned is dealing with a very serious crisis. We need, as simply put, we need a miracle. Because here's what happened. We're faced with dangerous levels of atherosclerosis, which is blocked arteries. So when we start out, when we're born, we have clear, good arteries, right? There's no friction. The walls are thin, the inner and the outer walls are thin. Blood can easily flow in and out, pumping through our heart, right? And over a period of time, as our lifestyle changes, we begin to eat food that's not healthy for us. What happens is, in stress and all other kind of factors, right? Our walls begin to thicken. Our outer walls begin to thicken. Our inner walls begin to thicken, and plaque begins to build up. Optimal because becomes borderline. Borderline becomes high, right? And high becomes dangerous. And dangerous levels is when it's completely blocked, which leads to heart attack, whether it's a break in the artery or an aneurysm. And at 45, my sister had a complete break in her artery. And we need a miracle. That is a real true story for our family tonight. So, as I share this information with you about the health crisis, about the food that we're eating, about the importance of knowing your blood type, I want you to know that you're sitting with a company that has an amazing vision. And the vision is this: our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive, creating healthier, more resilient communities through personalized wellness for your blood type. We're breaking cycles of disease and poverty, empowering families to build a legacy of health and prosperity for generations to come. So when we talk about the health crisis, why? Why is it, and why is it such a huge thing in the United States? Alcana has identified 5 key reasons why these problems impact communities. The first reason is going to be the lack of understanding your blood type. See, when I was introduced to this company, I didn't know my blood type. Didn't know it at all. And I was facing a whole lot of sickness. I was gaining weight. My pressure was uncontrollable. I counted it up as stress and that I'll get through it. I had just lost my parents in 2020, the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. My father in 2020 November and my mother in March of 2021. Devastated. Almost took me out. So I counted it up as, hey, I just got to get through this. And I don't know about anybody on this call, but you might be dealing with some sickness or some illness, or you might be counting it up as stress because we're known to just get through things, right? But I want you to know that the lack of understanding your blood type and the fact that you may be eating food that is slowly killing you may be the number one reason that your health is failing. And since that is a huge issue, it is factual and and tractual, meaning you can track it. Akana is committed to helping 1 million families learn their blood type. And by the way, Akana was founded by four amazing African American women. So we are definitely committed to making a change right here in our community. So when we're talking about the lack of blood types, there are four blood types: A, B, O, and AB. Your blood type, yours, A, whether it's an A, B, O, or AB, is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA. And when we're talking about the blood types, if you're an A, you are considered an agrarian, nature's vegetarians, prone to digestive and heart issues. Red meat, shrimp, crab, lobster, and dairy can be especially harmful. They are naturally creative, blood type A's, and inventive, and they require peace and harmony. And if you're a blood type B, you were originally barbaric, right? You were originally barbaric, but then you navigated into a balanced state. So you are, if you are blood type B, you thrive on a diverse diet. However, chicken, shrimp, crab, and lobster can disrupt your health. They Blood type Bs have a more balanced immune and digestive system. They are resilient, but they tend to suffer from autoimmune diseases, IBS, and other issues. And if you're a blood type O, the oldest blood type, the most ancient blood type, the universal giver of the blood types, then you thrive on a high protein diet. But catfish, pork, dairy, refined carbs, white wine, and gluten can cause significant issues. And they have a strong immune and digestive system, but they tend to experience more ulcers, arthritis, and thyroid issues. And if you're an AB like me, with the most rarest blood type, with the exception of an O negative, ABs are complex and modern. The rarest blood type, blended traits of A and B. And we, if you're an A and a B, AB, you must balance the dietary restrictions of both types for optimum health. See, I didn't know that. And you're probably thinking on the call tonight or the recording, I don't know my blood type. I may be dealing with autoimmune diseases, or I may be dealing with arthritis or thyroid issues. If you don't know your blood type, you want to get back to the person that invited you on this call or sent you this recording and let them know. That's the first thing I want to do is know my blood type. Why? Because your blood type is the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint. Did you know that? Your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat. And if those foods will cause three things: inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. See, for me, I couldn't understand why I was gaining so much weight when I was eating salads Yeah, when I was exercising, what is wrong when I was on medication that's supposed to fix things? What was wrong with me? Number one reason was I didn't know my blood type. Now listen, in all food that we eat, there are things called lectins. Now our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. 95% of, uh, of, of the lectins are sloughed off by our body. However, 5% are filtered into the bloodstream where they react with and destroy red and white blood cells. And now, guess what? Our immune system has been compromised. Now, when we're talking about your blood type and eating for or against your blood type, here's a sample avoid list. Feel free to take a snapshot. It's not inclusive. It's not all inclusive, but here's a sample, right? Remember, one person's food is another person's poison. And this is just a sample list of foods considered toxic for the various blood types. Now, I'm so grateful for Dr. Peter J. Diamo. I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but he's been featured all over the world. He's been featured on all kind of newscastings, reportings, and all on different platforms because he came out with a book in 1996, right, called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. It identifies 4 blood types and 4 diets. If you have not had a chance to bless yourself to read this book or listen to the audio, please do and learn what's good for you and what's not. Now, learn your blood type? Absolutely. Why? Because you want to break the generational cycle, whether you know it or not. Knowing your blood type puts the power in your hands, not just for you, but for your family as well. So think about it. If they give you the wrong blood, it could kill you, right? Think about this. If you eat the wrong food, it could be slowly killing you as well. So, if this is so, why are we just learning that food impacts our blood cells based on blood type? Right? Why? I'll tell you why. If it isn't taught in medical school or created by big pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States. In fact, it's big business equals profits over people. And when you're looking at that, you got to see cigarettes, right? Cigarettes, high profit margins with addictive products, ensuring repeat customers. You have massive global market with billions in annual sales. When you're thinking about profits over people when it comes to tobacco companies knowing the dangers for decades but prioritizing profits through aggressive market sales, even targeting youth and vulnerable populations. That should be a crime, but it's not. Trans fats, right? Why does restaurant foods taste so good, so much better than when you cook at home? According to some that really don't know any better, right? We're talking about it's cheap, it's shelf stable, and improves food texture and taste. But did they tell you that it's linked to heart disease, obesity, and chronic inflammation? That is banned in many other countries. Why not in the United States? Right? What about 5G cell phones? More speed, more reach, more access, stores, just more of everything, right? But did they tell you? Did they tell you that there's an ongoing concern about long-term exposure to electromagnetic fields that's causing harm, that's causing cancer? Did they tell you that? Right? Genetic modified organisms, right? We can't even find fruits with seeds in it, right? Seed patents and monopolization has led to increased farmer dependency and corporate control over food systems. Milk does a body good, pass it on. Really? Did they tell you that they're also passing on potential health concerns with hormones, antibiotics, and saturated fats? That environmental impact from factory farming has taken an all-time high risk. So when we're talking about these issues, you want to know why. Why is this so important? And what countries adhere to the blood type philosophy? Japan adheres to the blood type philosophy. Who doesn't? The United States. How do we know? Life expectancy. Japan comes in number one with celebrating the most centennials ever, right? They're enjoying 100, 103, 105, 110, while the United States is coming in at a disgusting, disappointing 50th place. Average Americans at 76, with 71.8 years old in our community, in our own community. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sit well with me. That doesn't sit well with me. And so when I think about the blood type diet, here's what we want you to know. We want you to know that there's anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices. So if you hear somebody saying, oh, they said there's not a lot of research on that, there's not a lot of proof on that. There are millions of people, and I'm one of them, that can tell you that there is anecdotal evidence that people have reversed sickness, come off of medicine just by following their blood type. And you can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. And you can achieve your ideal weight. Yes, you can. You can slow the aging process down and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fat. Now, we talked about the blood type diet. Let's talk about the second reason. That's going to be dangerous levels of oxidation. See, researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting older. That's oxidation. You're talking about that banana. So those bananas were green and they were a beautiful yellow. When you you wouldn't buy that out the store, right? But by the time you got home, oxidation began to set in. But guess what? It doesn't stop when you eat it. It continues on in your body, and that's what food does to us, and it's equivalent to those rusted screws on the right. Well, what's the answer to that, Kayaetta? The answer is antioxidants. That's part of the solution. See, fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. And some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. You mean to tell me that we can be proactive instead of reactive? Absolutely. Let's get into the third reason. The third reason is the lack of omega-3s. We're full of omega-6s and omega-9s, but here's what happens when you have an omega-3 deficiency. We're talking about cardiovascular health is attacked. You're dealing with an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, and high blood pressure. Cognitive decline, which increased the risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Chronic inflammation, which accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease. Metabolic health, which contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Also contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. Yes, you can get liver cirrhosis or liver cancer without even drinking one glass of alcohol. Lack of omega-3s. Immune function, which weakens the immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections. You keep getting sick over and over and over again. You got an infection after infection, lack of omega-3s could be. Bone health increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complications, especially in our older adults. And guess what? I believe that the consensus is people just expect to arrive to osteoporosis when they get older. You don't have to. Omega 3s. The fourth reason is going to be unhealthy gut. An unhealthy gut. See, 70% of our immune system is in our gut. Our gut is simply called the microbiome. And when you have an unhealthy gut issues arise when our diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. So here are the signs of gut issues: digestive issues, weakened immune systems, malabsorption, nutritional deficiencies, inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalances, hormonal imbalances and immune conditions. And the fifth reason is going to be parasite invasion. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, thank you all for that. Trying, okay. So the fifth reason is parasite invasion. Parasite invasion. So we're talking about chronic infections and inflammation that leads to heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. And when you have parasites, right, they've even been found in autopsies. See, parasites are invading our organs, brain, lungs, and liver, not to mention mental health. See, when you allow parasites to invade your body, they'll travel up to your brain and cause depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. Now, I don't know about you, but those five issues are a problem. They are serious problems. And Akana has come up with five solutions to those problems. And the campaign is called Five Steps to Generational Health. Now, before I share our solutions with you, our products, is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results may vary. Now, at the end of the call, close to the end of the call, you're going to hear some testimonies that are going to tell you that our products, they're going to share with you their experience and that our products do work. Although we cannot legally make any claims, we definitely have amazing testimonies. So let's get into the first solution. Do you know your blood type? That's going to be the first solution. We want you to find out your blood type. Why? Because your blood type is the more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. Solution number two is going to be learn what's best for you. Food that heals one can harm another. So once you find out your blood type, we want to make sure that you know what food is works for you and what food doesn't. We want to start reversing some of the things that you may be dealing with. And then we want to put a plan together because your health matters. And then we want to empower you to create a legacy of health. How do you do that? You start with option number three: purchasing the option that works best based on your goals. See, I understand that having the knowledge is just not enough. You have to apply that knowledge. So here's how you can apply it. You can apply it by purchasing option number one, which is the blood type support kit. This kit includes herbal tea, nutrition, and optional testing for all blood types. It is designed to kickstart the cleansing of your colon and blood. So when we're looking at option number one, it comes with a blood type test. It comes with our first level of detox, which is bitters. It's absolutely phenomenal. We also have the detox meal plan, a sample meal replacement shake called the Fuel. It is absolutely phenomenal. And you also get an individual digital blood type download just for you. And that's only for $59.95. Unbelievable. Now, if you've never purchased with us before, guess what? You get a 10% off discount. Now, option number two is for people who might say, well, I know my blood type already. Well, okay. Then you can get it and save, you can get option number two and save 10 bucks. But here's what we say. Since you're getting the blood type at a discount, go ahead and pay it forward to someone in your family or close to you who do not know who do not know their blood type, and bless them with their blood type test. Now, let's talk about the bitters. See, the bitters, the flat belly bitters, are a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox. It's quick, right? Primarily due to its impact on digestion and liver function. This is what you want to first focus on when it comes to detoxifying your blood cells. Here's how it works. Blood digestion, it boosts your digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential. Then it also regulates your appetite and reduces cravings for unhealthy food. I don't know about you, but that works for me, right? So it supports your liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. It also eliminates fat soluble toxins through the digestive system. And it alkalizes the body and reduces inflammation. And last but not least, it improves your microbiome, which is your gut, by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria. I want you to go ahead and take a snapshot of that if you haven't had a chance to. All right. And let's get into the second item that comes in your package. It's the flat belly fuel. It targets the 5 key areas that we talked about: your blood type support, antioxidant protection, omega fatty acids, gut health, prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber, and eliminate parasites. I mean, all in one product. So you're going to get a sample of this, right? So that you can test it out, whether it's Choco Berry Fusion or vanilla. It's absolutely delicious. And when I tell you, the results are amazing. The first of its kind. Now, our comprehensive health test, which I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the call earlier, when after I got my blood type test done, then I was given a comprehensive health test. We call it a bioscan, and it is included in your blood type test kit and digital download. When you well, it includes the blood type test and digital download when you purchase it. Now, this is a value of $1,000, right? And it shows areas of your omega-3 panel, your gut check, your vitamins and minerals, your heart, liver, and kidneys. I think of this as like a health GPS. Kind of shows, not kind of, but it's really detailed. It shows where you are, and then we talk about where you want to be, and then we talk about the solutions. We help you map that out so that you can get to where you want to go when it comes to your health goals. Now, I don't know how you put a value on that. When I took my bioscan, I was in a crisis stage. My arteries was clogged and I was in trouble, right? And I immediately took action. Now, if you don't want to purchase any products, no problem. You can still get this comprehensive health test for $189, right? However, we are so serious and committed about helping you get to where you need to be. When you enroll in one of our auto ships, you can add the comprehensive test for just a $50 upgrade. Just a $50 upgrade. That is absolutely amazing. So you'll know exactly what's going on. So option two, which is personalized wellness plan for your blood type. When you talk to the person that invited you, there might be some more serious things that you have going on. If you've never detoxed, if you've never cleansed, not just your gut, but your arteries, if you haven't cleansed your cells, right, you need more than a bitters. You need more than bitters, right? So we want you to take a closer look at a 7-day refresh minimum. Right. Here's what this 7-day refresh does. Its nutrient packed program helps cleanse your digestive system, boost energy, and shed up to 10 pounds, leaving you feeling lighter and revitalized. Now, you have the purifier, the eliminator, the regenerator that comes in here. The purifier is the liquid colonic plus a full body cleanse. The eliminator removes parasites and reduces mucus, and a regenerator, after we've gotten all that done, unclogged your cells, unclogged everything, now we need to put back in your body. Restore the body with superfoods, fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. And guess what? With the 7-day refresh, you get to scan the QR code to download your personalized blood type 21-day regimen, not just 7-day, but a 21-day regimen. That is absolutely amazing. It's only $119. Again, if you've never ordered with us, that's 10% off. Just look at the lady on the right. First day. I don't know if she's pregnant or not, but it looks like maybe about 5 or 6 months. But she delivered on the 7th day, right? She dropped an amazing 10 pounds of waste, not weight, but weight, but waste in just 7 days. I used a 7-day plan detox. That was the first detox I used. I dropped 13 in my first one. Now, you may need something a little bit more extensive. We're talking about the 21-day reset. This program helps detoxify your body, restore balance, and promote significant weight loss of 8 to 25 pounds while building a foundation for lasting health. Now, Billy had triplets on the first day, but oh, look at him now. 21 days. He got, you see it? Do you see the abs, right, coming in? He dropped 30 pounds in 21 days, 30 pounds of waste. Now, in the 21 day, you have everything that comes in the 7-day, but you have enough for 21 days. This is only $279, so you save a few bucks with the 21-day. And again, first time you get additional 10% off. That's 20, little over $27. Now, here's some examples of some people who have lost weight with our 7 or 21 day. 21 days, 15 pounds down. Here's another result. I mean, you can just see it visibly, the difference. Here's some more. And these people, the one on the right down at the bottom, that's Minister Mooney. That's our mentor and coach on Team Contagious. Crystal up at the top. I mean, these are real people we're seeing with these 21-day results. Yvette, 100-day result, right? She even wrote a book, just a complete transformation, not just for the weight, but we're talking about mental clarity. We're talking about reversing sickness. In fact, Ernestine Davis, 64 years old, here's what she had to say. Ageless health starts with your blood type. She says, switching to foods tailored to my blood type helped me lose belly fat, improve my digestion, and achieve fourth place in a bikini contest at 63 years young. Now, if you see those women on the side, all three of those are econopreneurs, right? And if you can see on the magazine, that flat belly fuel is their number one product that they use. It's amazing. Now, you may be saying, oh, that is great. I want to do all of that, but I also want to aggressively lose weight. And I'm thinking about some injections or some Ozempic, or I'm thinking about some other alternatives. I want you to know that Akana is a CBD wellness company, and all our products are organic, natural, and lab tested, right? So we put our CEO so serious about making a change in our community. We came up with a product called Hemp Govi, and that's a game changer. So instead of the injections, you want to drink your way slim. Hemp Govi is the shot worth taking. And our new line of drinkables allow you to ditch the injectables and drink your way to slimmer waist and flatter tummy. So you might be saying, well, what's with the game changer, right? I mean, what's with the hemp govi? See, hemp govi is packed with powerful plant-based ingredients. Hemp govi works synergistically to target key areas of weight management while promoting overall wellness. So here's the key benefits. It burns fat naturally, right? It activates your body's fat burning potential with hemp-derived compounds and complementary botanicals that support thermogenesis. It boosts your metabolism. It curbs your appetite. It supports digestive health, and it promotes overall balance. So you don't have to worry about side effects or anything like that. You don't have to take it. You can do this thing all natural. And if you want to take a snapshot of the ingredients and do your own research, go ahead and do that. I'll give you a couple of seconds. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we're gonna get into our the CBD products. Excuse me, one second. All right, so it's time for elevation. See, we formulate our proprietary blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate your well-being. So when we're talking about CBD, you might be saying, well, or have misconceptions and don't know what CBD is. CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. And out of more than 85 different cannabinoids, it is the second most common next to Delta 9, THC. Unlike THC, though, CBD is non psychotropic. And THCA, it is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. And out of more than 100 different cannabinoids, THCA is a non psychoactive precursor to THC found in raw cannabis. Now, when you heat this flower up, whether it's through smoking, vaping, or cooking, THCA converts into THC, which is the psychoactive compound. Why am I sharing that with you tonight? Because the endocannabinoid system needs cannabis. It needs a level of cannabinoids to bring the body back into balance. So cannabis is looked at from as a holistic solution. Unlike pharmaceuticals that often target single symptoms, cannabinoids interact with the ECS, which is the endocannabinoid system, to provide a systemic benefit, offering a more natural approach to health and wellness. And simply put, guys, it brings the body back into balance. So when you're looking at cannabis and the blood type diet, we want you to know that cannabis reduces inflammation, helps manage stress, and improves digestion. So if you're an A, which suffers with low stomach acid, higher stress, and susceptibility to heart disease, or B, blood type B, which is the susceptibility to autoimmune conditions and nervous system disorders, or an O, who has higher risk of inflammation conditions, arthritis, and over acidity issues, or AB, that's sensitive to digestive and immune stressors. By leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis alongside the blood type diet, individuals may achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to their unique biological predisposition. Now, I don't know what your situation is or what you need, or even your loved ones. As we were going through this, I hope you were thinking about people who need help, because that's what we're here for. So when we're looking at a person that may need to do a little bit more than just cleansing because of their situation, THCA may be part of that solution. So its raw THCA aligns with plant-based diets offering therapeutic benefits without the high, similar to juicing cannabis leaves or flowers. So particularly strong benefits with these conditions is going to be arthritis, autoimmune disorder, anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, cancer. You may need our Diamond Star full spectrum hemp flower, which is absolutely amazing. The RSO concentrate. Now, you may need something a little bit stronger than the flower. We have uh, the CBD and THCA via a oral syringe, and it's a cannabis that's extract formulated by a Canadian medical marijuana activist using the whole cannabis plant for maximum cannabinoids, including THCA, CBD, and terpenes. Akana follows a standard formula to deliver exceptional results. So if you're dealing with pain, anxiety, sleep, Parkinson's, anti-inflammatory issues, stimulated appetite issues, neurological or antioxidant issues, you may need to look at RSO. I'm not sure what it is that you need, but it starts with saying, "Hey, I want to make a change." Now, of course, we have over 70 plus products, including coffee that's amazing, our essential oils that's amazing, our relief pain cream, our number one seller. If you've got pain, yeah, we'll show you how to work on the inner body, but that topical is amazing. I mean, it's gonna take effect right away. If you are thinning, hair loss, we have healthy hair, hemp-powered hair. Actually, we have a whole line, hair care line of products, a whole system, and we have medical doctors and trichologists on staff that will work with us and work with you, whatever the situation, whatever the goal is. We have the solution. And if you are a serious cook in the kitchen, guess what? Even if you're not a serious cook, we have garlic fire and some other seasonings that are CBD infused that is absolutely amazing. Now, I promised that I would let you hear from some people, right, that have actually tried our products. So I am going to take a look. All right, I see I have Monica here. Monica, I'm going to ask if you would unmute and just share with me. We talked a little bit today, and you shared some amazing information with me. Would you mind just sharing with me? You just recently started your 7-day cleanse. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Started Monday.
Okay. And, and
Yeah.
and you were supposed to start. Well, I was, just saying, hey, just start. And so
Right.
we had said Sunday, some things that came up. You said, oh, maybe next, that you kept kicking it down the can. And I called you today and you said, oh, sis, I started. I had to start. Can you tell me why? And can you tell me your results up until today?
Well, for the last few weeks, I've been having a lot of pain. my sciatica. I have bone spurs in my spine, a lot of degenerative changes in my spine, and my hip, my sit bone, and it always went just to my butt. So I was just so uncomfortable. But I got on that scale, and man, that scale it was 270. Okay, I'm 5'3". Okay. Um, I'll be 69 years young this year in July, and that's a little bit too much to be carrying on these bones. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I have some items here. I'm going to get the rest of what I need as I move through. And I started Monday. I got on
Mm,
the scale this today. I wasn't going to weigh myself, but I got on the scale today because I've been just running back and forth to the bathroom, urinating a lot. So it's really been diuresing me. My feet have went down. Uh, the second day, that Tuesday, let me just say this Tuesday, my blood pressures went up. And I was like,
mm,
man, my blood pressure, why is my blood pressure high? And I'm supposed to be cleansing, things supposed to be moving out the way.
mhm,
But I thought about it. I say, you know what? I said, when you have fluid in your tissues and it shifts out of your tissues into your bloodstream, you have, three different compartments where fluid resides
mm,
in the body. And
okay.
so when the fluid shifted interstitially back into my intravascular system and into my bloodstream, that caused my blood pressure to spike a little bit. But
Mm,
by me urinating so frequently, I was passing it off. And my blood pressure today was 132 over 78 from 164 over 90.
wow.
My
Wow.
weight dropped from I got on the scale, I weighed 263.4. So I am just
Wait, and what was the weight when you started?
270
And when did you start?
Monday,
And today's Thursday.
and today is Thursday.
And how do you feel?
And I feel I'm not gassy. I'm not gassy like I was. I was really just tight and gassy. I had to, lift my bed up because I was having a lot of reflux. Um, but I haven't had any reflux, not gassy. I just feel a little, I feel lighter in my tummy.
Wow,
So
good.
I can say this that this product is working. It's doing something, and
That's amazing.
it's a positive something that it's doing, and I'm just really looking forward to just finishing up and really I want to do that 21 day because um I really want to just get as much as I can off where I'm going because uh I really believe that it's gonna make a difference with me. So that's my testimony.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And we want you to know that we're here for you. We're going to walk step by step with you. We have amazing certified health coaches and medical doctors. In fact, one is on the call tonight. Hi, Dr. Betty. Such a blessing. Um, and it doesn't happen overnight, right? You don't take just 1 7 day and it all goes away, but you see that our products have an
Mhm.
immediate effect on you. And I'm so excited, and your best is yet to come. Thanks for sharing.
Well, no problem.
All right, all right. So I am getting ready to wrap the call up. I do have more testimonies, but for the sake of time, I want to keep it moving, you guys. But my question is, what's going to be your testimony? What's going to be your testimony? And I hope once you take action that you join us on the call and and tell us what your testimony is, right? Because what health legacy will you create and pass on to the future generation does matter. Food that heals one can harm another. So your blood type, your food, your health, your legacy, it matters. Now the third option that you have, right? You may be saying, you know what? Nobody talked to us in our family about this information. I don't know any other company that is offering education, that's offering a comprehensive uh, health screening, bioscan, and a cleanse that just not only cleanse your gut, but cleanses your entire system and have products specially formulated. I don't know anybody, right? This is the first time I'm hearing this information just like this. I don't know anybody that's talking about knowing what's right for your blood type. And not only do I want to take action, but I want to also join in on making a difference. That may be you on the call tonight. Option three would be for you. You want to become a wellness influencer or a certified coach like I did? See, I was so amazed at my results. I decided to not only transform my health, but to earn some income. So gain access to all the products you need to elevate your health while earning 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases made through your very own website, right? They're talking about even your own products. Why? Because the time is now to be an influencer. The influencer business is booming, and viral trends like TikTok made me buy it have reshaped consumer behavior, driving millions in product sales. And the influencer market is currently at 33 billion globally, projected to reach 107 to 190 billion dollars by 2030. So my question to you is, how much of that is are you going to ensure comes into your household while you're getting healthy? Why wellness influencers? See, Stormy Steele is the first African American, the first person, but she also happens to be a woman and an African American woman. She sold over $1 million dollars worth of products in one session of beauty products, right? And Lee sold 1.7 billion in sales in 12 hours selling lipstick. So my question is, what would the world look like? What would our family and our community look like if we position ourselves to share this information and become an influencer in the company? Now, I have a person on the call tonight. Her name is Bernadine Kirkland. Now, she's an influencer, right? She's a powerful influencer. And I just want her to come off mute really quickly and just share with us your experience as an influencer, a certified wellness coach with this company, and how's it going for you so far?
Okay, Kayaetta, thank you so much for inviting me on, my amazing God-fearing, word-seeking AB superstar sister. Every time I'm on this presentation, I love hearing you because he gives you everything to say every time. And I
Mm,
just want to say I praise God for this company.
yeah.
It has done so much for my life, not only in the health, getting me off of medication, but I just came back from a retail retreat, which meant Melissa Boston, our amazing CEO, took almost 30 of us to Orlando, and we were in a mansion, and we had a private chef, we had a private heated pool. We just did some of everything. We played cards, we went in the lazy river, we stood on mats together. I mean, we just bonded and connected as not only business associates, but we become family. I've been a part of Akana now for 4 years of the 6 years in Akana, and I've already won 6 amazing free trips. So
Wow.
I do my business while I do my life. You know, I won
Mm,
2 free trips to Jamaica, Las Vegas, a Bahamas cruise, Dubai last year in October, and I'm just getting back today from Orlando. And I just learned last night that I have joined Kayaetta and several others of our entrepreneurs in Las Vegas next year working on Bermuda. So if you are looking for a way to create some extra money, meet some new people, some new friends, and enhance your livelihood, get your health back in control, get rid of waste in your body, and develop a whole community of people, get back with the person who invited you on today because we've got something special and we want you to hitch your wagon to Akana because we're going to the top, the very top, the tip top, and we're busting through the top. Thank you for letting me share. I love you.
Woo, I love you too, my AB sister. Yes, so we are having a blast here, and like she said, yes, the competition is on for Vegas and Bermuda, and so we're excited about that. Now, I don't know if you can still see my screen. Can you still see my screen?
We do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the presentation, right?
It's in it's your mode. It's not in presentation mode. Now it is.
Okay, okay. And so as we close out, we talked about the different options, right? As an influencer, if you're saying, you know what, that sounds excited, count me in. Go ahead and take a snapshot of this package here for $3.99. You can become a wellness influencer, and it comes with a 21-day reset. That package, it comes with flat belly bitters tea, it comes with the flat belly fuel sample, it comes with our amazing pain cream, comes with your own website, social media, one-on and so much more. I don't even have time to list it all right here. Tools, resources, I mean, just access, access, access. So take a snapshot of this, and you want to get back to the person that invited you and let them know, hey, I want to be a wellness influencer. If you want to take it a step up closer, you could be a certified wellness coach like us, right? $14.99 will position you to do that. You get even over $3,000 value. You get a more intensive training. It's just phenomenal. So go ahead and take a picture of that and say, "Hey, I want to take it a step further and be a certified wellness coach." Now, listen, there's no obligation to do anything, but we want you definitely to make a decision, right? Find out your blood type, get a plan together, choose what products you need or want that will kickstart kickstart your health journey. And then the fourth solution is to transform your diet and dramatically improve your health. It's not good enough to know it. We gotta go ahead and put that plan together and put it in action. Then the fifth solution is to turn around and bless somebody else. Break the cycle of generational illness. Share the gift of health. Inspire others to create generational health with your success story, and support your unique health journey. Now, and listen, it once they see it, you don't even have to. They will say it to you. Oh my God, you look different. You look amazing. I get it everywhere I go now. And guess what I say? Do you know your blood type? Right? So option number one, 59.95. Option number two, 49.95. You get that starter kit, or personalize your plan with a 7-day and a 21-day, or be a wellness influencer or a certified coach. Why? Because our goal is to empower over 1 million families to improve their health and wealth. See, we want to create a blue zone. There's 6 areas in the world where people eat far less meats and they live longer. Guess what? It's not in our community. Con is committed to make that change. Will you help us? Because if you do, help us reach 1.5% of the people in the United States to know their blood type and show them how to eat right for their blood type. That's 5 million people. And if they only purchase the first option number one, if they only spent $50 with us, that equals $250 million in sales that we've brought back into our community. 80% of the people reject you, we still impact 1 million people. And I want you to understand that the first 100,000 to 150,000 people that get involved in the business will earn up to 80% of the wealth of the company. We're only at about 30,000 customers and distributors, right? So there's room for you. Harvard Business School says you select a company at least 18 months old, 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. I want you to know we just celebrated 6 years and we've just scratched the surface. We have just gotten started. According to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it is a great opportunity. If less than 100,000 people, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been such a pleasure to be here with you tonight to share this information. Thank you for everyone that took the time to give the testimony. And I want you to know that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. So make that decision. Get mad. Make a decision and do it for you and do it for your family. Thank you. And I want to open it up for any questions. If you can go back and to that
Have a good
invited
night.
you
Okay, you too.
and ask the question. And ask the question. Thank
Thank
you.
you.